Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and today we're going to be talking about one of the first things that really happened in the NBA offseason, and it's not really the NBA offseason yet. I mean, you've only had how many teams in the offseason? Well, 10 were officially eliminated after the season ended. Then you had four eliminated in the play-in tournament, and you've had one team eliminated in the playoffs so far. So only 15 teams are really in off-season mode. Besides, there's still 15 teams in the playoffs. Could change tonight because two teams are... Well, the Hawks were on an elimination game, but they beat the Celtics. But the Clippers could lose in Game 5 and get eliminated, and so could the Timberwolves to the Nuggets. So both teams are in an elimination game. But as of right now, 15 teams are still in the playoffs, and still their season is still alive, and 15 are also in off-season. Now, Otto Porter, small forward / power forward, who did not play much at all, has a player option, and he is increasing his player option, his $6.3 million option, and will be returning to the Toronto Raptors in 2023-2024. Not huge news, but it is one of the first things to happen in the offseason, which, like I said, there are still 15 teams still playing there's still 15 teams playing in the NBA playoffs, but it's one of the first things to happen. I mean, besides, stuff happening like head coaches getting fired and Ime Udoka hiring with the Rockets, and besides that, nothing has been going on besides rumors at this point. And you weren't gonna expect it to be a lot of stuff going on, for some of these teams, that 15 of these teams that have already been eliminated, when there's still 15 teams playing, and you're not gonna see anything huge happen until either the Eastern Conference Finals, the Eastern Conference, the Conference Finals, or the NBA championship, or when the championship's over. I mean, nothing like free agency stuff like that's gonna happen until a couple weeks after the full season's over. But I do remember there was a trade a couple years ago between the Celtics and the Thunder while the playoffs were still going on. There was I don't remember. It was 1 year where the Celtics got eliminated early. They traded Kimbo. They got eliminated. I don't know if Philadelphia eliminated them. Someone eliminated them in the first round, and I think it might have been Philly. They got eliminated in the first round, and they shipped off Kemba Walker and traded back for Al Horford, and they got Al Horford back, and they traded for him. And when they did that, the Eastern Conference Finals were going on. So the Eastern and Western Conference Finals are going on. So I do think trades can happen, and during the conference finals and the NBA finals, but it's very unlikely that they do. But I'm not sure on that, but that did happen once, or a trade did happen during the conference finals was going on. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens with, when stuff starts to happen in the offseason. It's going to be a while. But getting into this Otto Porter, picking up his player option, though, Porter did spend one season with the Raptors, signed with them. I think he signed like a 2-year, $8 million deal or whatever, and the 2-year was up with a player option, and he did not have a good season at all. Started the season injured, then eventually did return around December to the team, played 8 games, started in 2 games, but then got hurt again and had season-ending leg surgery and did not play the rest of the season. So it was season-ending surgery for Otto Porter Jr. He played 8 games, 2 starts, and had 5.5 points per game in those 8 games. So did solid through those couple games he played, but was the reason why he got a decent contract last season was because of the role he had with the Golden State Warriors in the playoffs in 2020, in the 2022 playoffs. Did really good for them, and I think he averaged like 8 or 9 points with them the season before that. And then the Raptors was just a total failure for those two sides last season. Now, is he a potential trade target? Obviously, you're not going to get much for him, but this is something the Raptors might not want to retain him for next season. So I could see the Raptors potentially trying to move Otto Porter back, just because he's being paid $6.3 million. So I don't know. So it might turn out that maybe they do end up trading Otto Porter Jr. But we'll see if they end up deciding to let go of Otto Porter Jr. Maybe Otto Porter Jr. could be a part of a package with someone like Anunoby or Siakam, who could be potentially heading out of Toronto. But we'll see what happens. It's going to be a while till some of this stuff happens and more stuff happens in the NBA offseason, as there are still 15 teams playing in the season. So we'll see what happens. That's it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, let me know your thoughts on the player option pickup with Otto Porter Jr. Let me know if you think he should be traded or if the Raptors should keep him. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.